Andre from TechSpace, and today we are going to be doing some nice upgrades on my new TRX4 Ford Ranger F150 XLT High Trail Edition. And I did my first cosmetic upgrade already. I painted the deck liner black today with Tamiya's polycarbonate. It's just the PS5 black. It really complements that roll bar or roll cage on the back of the deck liner already. So apart from the deck liner upgrade, we are also going to look at a couple of upgrades that came in as well, and that is new tires, also new retro rims or wheels. I've also got this chrome grille that I'm also going to put in the front behind the black grille that's already there. I've also got the side steps that I ordered in as well, which is going to replace these plastic stock ones. And then I've got tons of brass as well, which will add weight to the lower part of the vehicle. And then I've got this nice bumper that I'm going to install as well. Measure its weight pre and post upgrades. Look, to be honest, this car has really impressed me out of the box. Couldn't really fault it. Whatever it did when I initially reviewed it, it did really well. And I thought that it would benefit from lower down weight because the body is a little bit higher, so it makes the center of gravity a little bit high for it, so it likes to tilt over. But given that we've got all of these brass now, I'm pretty sure that it is really going to increase this car's capability of how it's going to perform. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure everything that we're going to put on in the beginning, and then we are going to look at what it weighs in total at the end. But first, let's start off with weighing the car. So this weigh-in is going to be stock and there is no battery inside, so let's check how much it weighs. So first off, just going to obviously get the kitchen scale ready. So as you can see, it says 0 now. I'm going to put that on. It's going to start measuring it, but then I'm going to 0 it off again. So now it's back to 0, even with the weight of the drinking hot chocolate on. So now we are able to put the vehicle on and see what it actually weighs. Okay, so there is the stock weight, 3.613 kilograms. I've zeroed out the kitchen scale again, and I'm just going to put the 4 tires with the phones inserts is already inside. So let's see what it weighs. 521 grams for the 4 tires. Right, and these come from AliExpress, so just check the description down below. Everything will be linked in there, and if you use those links, you will support the channel by me getting a small commission, so I appreciate your support with that. Then I've got these retro rims. Now they are still in their packaging, but it weighs about 464. I'm going to take about 20 grams off of that, so maybe 444 for the rims, the retro rims. Then I've got the side step-up bars. These are quite heavy, 228 grams. Got the bull bar with its packaging, 142 grams. Got this little grill insert cosmetic, 9 grams. Then I've got all of the brass. Let's see if I can fit everything on here without it wanting to tip over. So 704 grams worth of brass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install all of the stuff. Then I'm also going to show you what it weighs now post upgrades. Upgrades are done, and as you can clearly see, I think it really came out brilliantly. So let's quickly weigh the truck and see what we have gained in terms of bottom weight. The scale ready here, just gonna put it on, and then I finished my drinking hot chocolate top, so we are going to use this one, and we are just going to zero it out again. As you can see, 0. Let's get the truck. .66 kilograms, or 4,662 grams. Now that is about a kilogram, a little bit more than a kilogram of weight that we've gained on the truck, which is quite a lot. Now this is the part breakdown of exactly what I've installed on the vehicle. In terms of the exterior of the vehicle, I've obviously installed the new tires with that beautiful retro rims, or wheels as it's known in the US, and those are really awesome looking for the vehicle. I think it really fits with the retro look of the vehicle. I've also blackened the deck liner as you guys saw earlier, and then I've also installed the little nudge bar or bush bar with the lights, and also that chrome or silver grille inside of the black grille as well, which really looks nice. Now let's look at the interior of the vehicle. So I have installed front and rear diff covers, which is the brass, and the black parts I think looks much better than the very evident brass colored brass parts. The brass cover axle housing with the caster, the C-caster block, and the inner and outer portal axle housings as well. All of that really gained a lot of weight to the vehicle. These step up bars, or rock sliders as it's known, also looks great. They are quite heavy. I needed to add additional screws which did not come with the pack. Now one thing I really noticed while I fitted all of these parts was that it took me longer to install these parts than I would have hoped to spend on it. So, and that could be partially because, as you all know, it is not an easy task to fit beadlock rims to tires. Doesn't matter who says what, that takes time. That took about an hour to do the 4 tires with the rims. Another thing that could be a evident reason why it took so long is that I've never worked on a TRX4 before, and I have to say that it is easier to work on an RGT EX 86190 than it is on the TRX4, if I'm honest. One thing I do have to say about the TRX4 that really impressed me was the amount of lubrication or grease inside of the diffs and also in the portal axle housings. There is an incredible amount of grease in there, and yeah, I was spending half of the time installing the part. I was busy wiping my hands off because of all the grease that is inside, which I must commend Traxxas for the amount of grease that they put in there. The lubrication is just excellent. Unfortunately, in this video I cannot run the truck because the weather in New Zealand is really bad at the moment, and we are literally waiting for an opportunity for a spot to open up so I can get out and see how it does with all of the upgrades. But I think it's going to really perform well. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of all the upgrades I've done, and what do you think of the look of the truck? I've had really good comments on Facebook. I've posted it on there because I wanted some help with getting the thumbnail done, and the people really love the truck and think that it really looks awesome, especially with those retro wheels. That's really the biggest seller for it at the moment. So let me know what you guys think of it. If you like this video, please give it a like, and also if you have not done so yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm John from TechSpace, and we'll see you in the next video where we run this bad boy and see what it can do with all of the upgrades. Cheers guys.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard.